Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be when the narcissist won't let you go. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. Pay it forward to somebody who could use the education and the wisdom. When the narcissist won't let you go, there are multiple layers to this video. The first one will be, let's say that the relationship has ended. You ended it or they ended it. Does not matter for this video. Point is, it's over. And you have now identified that this individual is a narcissist or an individual that you do not want to be spending time with any longer. Toxic individual. What happens at times is these individuals, i.e. the narcissist, they will attempt to return back into your life. Even if it's for a short period of time. Many times they want to just test the water to see if you are strong, if you've healed, if you've discovered who they are, if you've had your first light bulb moment, if you have landed on my channel, if you've become awakened and aware, educated and empowered, if you've learned how to place boundaries in place. And this is called a hoover. Now, every narcissist does not hoover. Many times you will never hear from the narcissist again. And that's one of the best things to ever know. If you don't have to think about the narcissist ever attempting to hoover you, let's say, example, they left the planet. Well, that's a good thing. Not that they left the planet, that you don't have to think about them hoovering you. That's a side note, and believe me, many people I work with, that is the exact circumstance. The narcissist or one of the narcissists in their life is no longer with us. Because why? Because I'll tell you why. Because the narcissist, first of all, each and every one of us has to leave the planet eventually. And second of all, the narcissist is the aging narcissist. The older they get, they blow up all the relationships that they were ever a part of. And believe me when I tell you, Father Time does not have mercy for anybody, specifically the narcissist. Getting back on track, when the narcissist won't let you go, with the hoover, remember, this is what the narcissist will attempt to do. They will attempt to come back to you or try to draw you back into the relationship, I should say, to see if you have healed. If you want to rekindle the relationship, no matter what it is, it could be a friendship, it could be a relationship in a family, like a brother, sister, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, etc. It could be a romantic relationship. It could be someone in business. Hey, just give me one more chance with the business. I know last time I took $100,000 from you, but it's no big thing. It won't happen again. Let's just go into business again. Because the narcissist always overplays their hand, first of all. And second of all, they think they're smarter than you. And third of all, they honestly believe that you will forgive them and or you will not get the education. You won't find my channel. You won't get that needle in a haystack. But guess what? Here you are. So now, another layer of this is when the narcissist won't let you go. Using that example, there are also times when you have healed and you've understood, or you're healing and you have understood that, hey, I want nothing to do with this person ever again in my life. I don't want to see them. I don't want to hear from them. I don't want to be contacted by them. I don't want to communicate with them. I don't want to receive emails. I want nothing to do with them. I don't want anyone to tell me their whereabouts, etc. And this can be a challenging part at times for you. Because many times, let me rephrase that, at times, the narcissist won't want to let you go. And this is what they will do. They will play the system any way possible, which includes relocate to your town, city, country. They will send you emails under other email addresses. So you open them and there are the words from the narcissist. And you weren't expecting that, were you? No, you weren't. Other things they will do are send you things in the mail or stalk you on social media. Why? Because that's what these people do. Keep this in mind. Side note, pro tip, social media is meant to be just that, social and media, which means you can communicate with who you want to and you can connect with individuals all around the world, even though you may not be sitting right next to them. And you can share your real life, personal experiences, not what the narcissist would do by using 30 different filters and claiming that they climbed some pyramid in Egypt when they haven't left their town in 10 years. That's not what social media is supposed to be about. Social media is supposed to be about individuals sharing life experiences with other individuals who they want to see these things. And also, it's the way I use it on my YouTube channel is to document my life, my real life journey since March 31st, 2021, when I created my first video ever called Glad You Made It. If you haven't seen that, I really suggest you check it out. It is the inception of my channel, and I'm so grateful to be here communicating with you guys and creating content each and every day, sharing my wisdom with you. But getting back on track, what does the narcissist do with social media? I'll tell you what they do. They make fake accounts and they stalk people. and they linger all throughout the internet. And that's not a good thing, because I know the internet is not the safest place, and you should know that by now also. But another thing, another pro tip for you is, if your contacts on any social media platform, if you don't know who they are, I would really suggest you taking stock of who these people are. They may not be who you think they are, if you understand what I'm sharing with you. And I'm in the process of doing just that on a couple of social media platforms. But when the narcissist won't let you go, it's because they want to stay in your life, even if you don't want them to be a part of your life. And believe me, when you figured out what narcissism was, the last thing you wanted in your life was a toxic individual, somebody who was just taking from you. That is when you broke the trauma bond. I understand that is the most challenging and difficult thing to do. I did it. If I did it, you can do it. Believe me when I tell you. So having said these things, it can be quite frightening / harrowing if an individual is, let's say, stalking you or after you, or are sending you letters or emails or correspondence saying that they want to get the relationship rekindled again. They need to understand that whatever happened in the past is just that. It's in the past and it's over with. It's done. There will be no rekindling anything. They had an opportunity with you and they blew it. They blew it with a cherry on top. They absolutely tried to destroy you, but they did not succeed. But now you're living your best life, or you are trying to live your best life. Perhaps you've relocated, or perhaps you've started a new business, or struck up a new romantic relationship or friendship. Whatever you've done, if the narcissist or a toxic individual is not accepting that you won't receive their communication, I strongly suggest you take stock of your position in life, meaning, have you blocked them everywhere possible? Have you contacted the authorities to let them know that you're being harassed and that this is becoming a serious concern of yours? There are other pro tips that I mention in one-on-one sessions that I provide here on the channel. I'm not going to use them all here, and I'll tell you why. Because the narcissist is on my channel. Narcissism is all over the planet, and narcissists in general are on the channel, and they're getting wisdom from my channel, and it's an unfortunate thing. So any of you people who are toxic or who are trying to become educated on my channel and you're a narcissist or a toxic individual, please leave. You're not welcome here. Just go. Create your own channel and teach people how to destroy other individuals so we can learn inside your mind and we don't have to deal with it, and we can better insulate ourselves. Now, having said all of these things, when the narcissist won't let you go, it's because they need an energy source. They need someone who will tolerate their poor behavior. They need someone to believe in the falseness of the mask. They need someone to believe in the false narrative. They need someone to believe that they have actually changed and they've improved, or they've found Jesus, or they've seen a counselor or a therapist, or they miss you, you are the love of their life, etc. They need someone to believe in them. Now keep this in mind. You did believe in the narcissist when you were in the relationship. That's one of the reasons you stayed in it so long, and that's one of the reasons that you fell prey to the narcissist, because remember, you were not taught this in school. There was no class called Narcissism 101. It didn't exist, and it doesn't exist. That is why it's my moonshot to educate more and more people around the globe each and every day. Having said these things, the narcissist, they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. They know how they placed you in the trauma bond before, and what they're probably trying to do is to place you in it again, or to threaten you or scare you. Now, this video is not a doom and gloom video. It's a positive, uplifting video to let you know that you need to insulate yourself. You need to have boundaries. You need to go no contact, to block the narcissist, to remove them and all flying monkeys and people associated with them. That is the path. Now, again, as I mentioned earlier, if you believe that the narcissist is not letting you go, let's say they're hoovering you, and let's say that the narcissist is not an individual who is taking no for an answer, because usually they don't like the word no. Remember, no is the strongest word in the English language. When you say no to something or someone, you are saying yes to yourself. It just so happens to also be the one word that the narcissist does not ever want to hear. So remember this one, communicating with the narcissist, it's like it will be better off talking to a wall than talking to a narcissist, because the narcissist has never paid attention to your words in the past. And any questions you have ever asked them, they would ask you a question right back, or they would claim that they would change one word in the sentence to the answer that they were giving you, so it was completely word salad. In other words, there's no substance to these people. It's not a good thing to be in a toxic narcissistic relationship, number one. Number two is, if you've identified that this individual is a narcissist and you're getting the wisdom, that's a whole different level. You need to insulate yourself. You need to have boundaries. But the narcissist at times won't accept no. And this is where you're going to have to tread lightly. This is where you're going to really have to understand that your safety is of the utmost importance, and that you're going to have to really, really understand that if you have to report to the authorities, do so. If you have to let your neighbors, if you trust them, let them know that something's going on and perhaps help you keep an eye on the house, etc., you do that. There are more pro tips, like I said, but these are for one-on-one sessions. I do not want to reveal too much information on this video. I want to let you know that there are times that the narcissist is in themselves becomes so enamored with you. In other words, remember, the narcissist can't fall in love and they have no empathy, but they look at you as a vital and viable source of supply because they could not replace you. That's what I shared with you in so many different videos throughout the years, that you are one of a kind. You are one of the best things that ever happened to the narcissist. And flip the script there. The narcissist is certainly the worst thing that has ever happened to you. Not trying to trigger you. I'm letting you know that, remember, in these narcissistic relationships, it is upside down. It's inside out. It's topsy-turvy. And usually what is good for you is not good for them, and what's good for them is not good for you. So, like I just shared there, that relationship that you were a part of with the narcissist, it was certainly the worst relationship you've been a part of. Drop comments below if this resonates. But for them, if they're not wanting to let you go and they keep hoovering you, it's because you're on their radar for some reason. And you need to really take that seriously. And you need to really insulate yourself and have boundaries. Understand what I'm sharing with you. It's not always as it appears to be. And many times, the narcissistic relationship, post-relationship I should say, when you're trying to wrap your head around what that individual was, i.e. a narcissist, you're becoming educated. And these times when you're in that void, you're trying to figure out exactly what to do, you're getting the wisdom, and now you're going to have to protect yourself also. Now again, I'm just letting you know, this is a PSA announcement out there for everybody on the channel. Pay attention. Why I'm sharing this video with you right now, I will tell you, and I will create the video I'm going to share with you in the near future. It's because tomorrow is October 1st. And what is that? Well, that means the holiday season is approaching. And that is when the holiday hoovers usually take place, because it's the holidays. This is when individuals are looking to come back up, pop back up on the radar, i.e. the narcissist. Because remember, during the holidays, no matter what country or language you speak, there are multiple holidays usually throughout October, November, December, and certainly January 1st. They're all around the globe. But this is when the narcissist usually tries to pop up through special events and holidays, sorry. And that's not even counting anniversaries or birthdays or things like that. But these next 3 months will be pivotal. They really will, 3.5, 4 months, because that's when the holiday hoovers usually take place. And remember, if you were hoovered in the past, you understand now that accepting a hoover, it will never benefit you. It didn't then, and it won't now, and it can't in the future. For those of you who have never received a hoover, you should really count your lucky stars. It's probably one of the best things that's ever happened to you. Now remember, being in the narcissistic relationship most likely was one of the worst things that's ever happened, or challenging, let's say. But if you didn't get a hoover, it's a good thing. It means the narcissist has moved on. You have insulated yourself. You've become awakened and aware, educated and empowered, and the narcissist has slithered away to another individual. That's a good thing. But it doesn't mean that just because you did not receive a hoover to this point that you won't in the future. Again, I am simply trying to illustrate to you, protect yourself, have boundaries, do the best you can to stay away, as far away from the narcissist and or any toxic individuals as possible. You need to take action, if not now, when. Really bring your A game. So this message was to let you know there will be times when the narcissist won't want to let you go. And if this was you, or if it is you, drop comments below. My hope is that it is not you. My hope is that you have gone no contact and you're living your best life and you're healing and you have peace, calmness, and serenity, and you don't have disruption, hoovering, and things being sent to you. That's my hope. But the point being, before I close the video, is you need to be vigilant. You need to pay attention and be focused on yourself. That's what you need to do. You can only control what you can control, and what you can't control are the avenues of communication that the narcissist has available to communicate with you, which ones are open, and that should be a big fat zero. There should be no avenue of communication open. If you have the possibility to close these avenues, you need to close them. You really do. If you didn't do it and you're just waiting, I don't know what you're waiting for. If you have the wisdom, you really need to apply the wisdom. You really need to get the message, because going back to the narcissistic relationship, it's not a good thing. It's only going to get worse. And believe me, remember how you had to put yourself back together when you got discarded or when you ended it. It took you a lot of time to heal and to process. It will take an equal amount of time again the next round. Believe me, this is the path. You must understand the message. Take action. If not now, when? Guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning. No matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. Remember that. You are not alone. And understand there will be times for some people where the narcissist won't want to leave you alone, or they won't want to let you go. This is a concern. I'm just trying to raise the awareness here, because at times when the narcissistic relationship ends, it will end and you have to put yourself back together. We already know that. I've mentioned that on so many videos. But then the narcissist just disappears. They slither away to another source of supply and you never see them again. That's a great thing. But then there are other times the narcissist hoovers, and then there are next level things when the narcissist doesn't want to let you go. I hope you understand this message. Guys, remember, no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. You are not alone. I love you all. God bless you. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. Bye, you guys. And tell me what you think of the location. It's a new location. Bye, you guys.